Hello class, we're about to start lesson 5, circles. So first thing we start off here with is circumference and area. A circle, also we're on page 396. A circle is a closed set of points that are all the same distance from a single point, the center of the circle. The circumference of a circle is its perimeter, or the distance around the circle. The area of a circle is the space inside the circle. So basically, the circumference deal with the perimeter of the circle. That's a fancy way of saying the perimeter of a circle. And then the area is just the area. To find perimeter and area of a circle, you need to know two other measures of a circle. The diameter is a line segment with endpoints on the circle that passes through the center of the circle. The radius is a line segment that connects the center of the circle to any point on the circle. As you can see from the diagram, the radius is 1/2 the diameter. And we're talking here, this is the diameter, and the radius is 1/2 of that. Okay, the formulas for circumference and area use a special quantity called pi. Pi is the ratio of the circumference to the diameter. It is equal to approximately 3.14. As far as we know, the digits for pi continue infinitely. So calculations with pi are always approximations. For the mathematical reasoning test, you will use 3.14 as the value of pi. Below is the formula for finding the circumference of a circle. So we have circumference is equal to pi times diameter. Now I'm going to give you another formula for the circle, for the circumference as well. So let me write that out here. Now circumference is not just pi times diameter. That's 1. Also you can write circumference as 2 times pi times the radius. And remember, the diameter, the radius is half the diameter. So it would take 2 radiuses to equal 1 diameter. That's why we have the 2 separate formulas. So if you're given a radius, all you have to do is take 2 times pi times the radius, and it will give you pi times the diameter. And then as you see here, the area is the same. The area is just pi times radius squared. Now, we're going to go here to the next page, which is 397, and we're going to do some of these problems. It says here, find the circumference and area of each circle. Round answers to the nearest tenth. Now, the thing about this is, so let's take a look at problem number 1. It says, find the circumference and area of each circle. Round answers to the nearest tenth. Okay, so with problem number 1, let's list what we have here. That 10 inches is the radius, so we had a radius of 10 inches. So our formula for circumference, we have the 2 pi r, or the pi diameter. So we could do circumference is equal to 2 pi r. And then our area is equal to pi radius squared. Okay, so now we're going to substitute. So we have our circumference, we have 2, remember pi is approximately 3.14, and our radius here is 10. So now we could put this in our calculator. So we have 2 parenthesis 3.14, close the parenthesis, parenthesis 10. So we have 62.8. And remember, it's always an approximation. So we have 62.8. Let me see it. Oh. Okay, so now it says round the answers to the nearest tenth. This is already to the 10th power. So our circumference is 62.8. Now we would do the area. The area is pi radius squared. Pi is 3.14. The radius is 10, and we square it. Now we put this in our calculator. So we will have 3.14, then times 10, close that parenthesis and press x squared, press enter. So that's 314. So our area is approximately 314. And that is our final answer for problem number 1. It's the circumference is 62.8. It's inches. I got to put inches. So we got to put inches all at the, so this would be square inches and this would be inches. Okay, so now we have 62.8 for the circumference. We have 314 square inches for the area. Now we move on to problem number 2. Problem number 2, we have our radius is 2 centimeters. So our circumference is 2 pi r. Circumference is 2 times 3.14 times the radius, which is 2. Now we put this in our calculator. We have 2 times 3.14 times 2. Press enter. And we have 12.56, but remember, we want to round it to the nearest tenth, so it'll be 12.6 centimeters. So it's 12.6 centimeters. So that is our circumference. Now we do our area. Now we know our area is pi radius squared. Our area is equal to pi is 3.14. Our radius is 2, and we square it. So we have area is approximately, we put that in our calculator. So we have parenthesis 3.14. Close our parenthesis. We have 2. Hit x squared. Enter. So it's 12.56. So it's approximately 12.6. And that'll be centimeters squared, or square centimeters. So our circumference is 12.6 centimeters. Our area is approximately 12.6 centimeters squared. Now, we move on. We actually, well, number 3, it's just that it's 4 meters, but we can do that. Okay, so number 3, our circumference is 2 pi r. We know our radius is 4. So our circumference is 2 times 3.14 times 4. Now we put this in our calculator. So we have, what's that, 2 parenthesis 3.14, then parenthesis 4. And press enter. And we have to round it to the 10th place, so it'd be 25.1, and that's meters. So that took care of the circumference. Now we do the area. We know the area is pi radius squared. So the area is equal to 3.14, and then our radius is 4, and that's squared. So the area is approximately, now we'll put this in our calculator. So we had 3.14 times 4, hit the x squared key, press enter. So it'll be approximately 50.2, and then it'll be meters squared, or square meters. All right, so that took care of problems 1, 2, and 3. Now we scroll down. Now we come to problems 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it says for questions 4 and 5, it says refer to the following drawing. And of course it says choose the one best answer to each question. It says if workers lay a tile border around the edge of the fountain shown in the diagram, how many feet long would a border be to the nearest foot? Okay, so now what we would do here for problem number 4, we're going to use the circumference formula. But if you notice here, they give us the diameter, because also we're using circumference because remember, it's the distance around the circle, which is the perimeter. So now they give us the diameter. So for problem number 4, we will use circumference is equal to pi times diameter. So now we have the circumference is equal to pi is 3.14, and the diameter they give us is 12. So now we can put this in our calculator. So we have 3.14. Then we add 12. We add 37.68. So it's approximately 37.68. And I don't know if this is in feet. Okay. Now they want us to, how many feet long would a border be to the nearest foot? Now we know 37.68 is approximately 38. So we know our circumference is approximately 38 feet, which would give us C. So that's problem number 4. Now we go to problem number 5. Which of the following expressions could be used to find the area of the bottom surface of the fountain? Now, basically, we're going to take this same formula here, or these same values, and we're going to use the area formula. Now, we know the area formula is equal to pi times radius squared. Now, we know that our pi would be 3.14. Now, to get our radius, if we look here, remember, radius is half the diameter. The diameter is 12, so we take half of that, which would be 6, and square it. And the one that does this is B. So your answer here would be B. All right, now we go to number 6. It says the radius of a circle is 6.5 centimeters. So let's write that down. So for number 6, R is 6.5 centimeters. So now we know our radius. Okay, now it says what is the diameter of the circle in centimeters? Now remember, the diameter is just twice the radius. So the diameter is 2 times R. So we would do diameter is equal to 2 times 6.5. So our diameter would be 13, or 13.0 centimeters when you multiply the 2 times 6.5. So that would give us B. And just to show that in your calculator, we would do 2 times 6.5. It gives us 13, but we know 13.0 and 13 is the same thing. So that took care of problem number 6. Okay, now problem number 7, which is our last problem from this lesson here. Problem number 7, it says, on the target below, the 5 and 10 point bands are 2 inches wide, and the 25 point inner circle has a diameter of 2 inches. Okay, so now they ask us to the nearest inch, what is the outer circumference of the 10 point band? So you got to think about this. They tell us the 5 point and 10 point are 2 inches each. So this is 2 inches, this is 2 inches. Now, they tell us that the 25-point inner circle has a diameter of 2 inches. So that means that all of this straight down the middle here would be 2 inches. So now, they want us to find the circumference of the 10-point band. So the 10-point band goes here through the 25 all the way to here. So we know this is 2 inches, and then this is 2 inches, and this side also must be 2 inches. So that means the diameter of the 10-inch band would be 6 inches. Okay, so now they want us to find the circumference. So we're going to do that for number 10. So, I'm sorry, for number 7. Okay, so circumference is equal to 2 pi r, or we could do pi times diameter. In this case, it'll be best if we use pi times diameter. Hold on, I gotta get this focus back in. Okay, so circumference is equal to the pi, 3.14, times the diameter. We already determined that the diameter was 6. So we have circumference is approximately, so we'll take the 3.14, so 3.14, close the parenthesis, open parenthesis, 6, and close that parenthesis. So it'd be 18.84. Now they ask us to the nearest inch, so they want us to round this to the nearest whole number. 18.84 is approximately 19. And this is inches. So the circumference is 19 inches, and that would be C. And we are done, and I will upload this to YouTube, and have a wonderful day.